Here you can see I'm just setting up the ram to weld on some new ports. These are 3/8 as I decided to cut off the 1/4 inch just to allow the ram to move a bit faster using a larger diameter pipe. Hey guys, crush is pretty much together now. Just got to put the electrics on. I've decided to go for a stop start switch, like a kill switch obviously. Emergency stop button. Sure, I probably won't need it, but you know, for the sake of it. It's currently just wired directly to the motor, so you plug it in, switch it on at the wall. So I figured this would be a bit more, might just be better. I'm literally just about to start drilling it now. I've decided I'm going to mount it to the side of the press. Got the switch, so I'll fit something like that. So on off, and then if needs be, it's there if you need it. And yeah, so I'm pretty much just marking this up now. So I figured I'd just record it. Last thing to do is the tooling. Work out how I'm going to do that. So I don't know. Might just I think before I paint it and everything and go, finish it all off, get it all together, get it running, use it for a couple of projects, making a couple of things. I don't know, try and draw a sword out, do some pattern welding, and anything I'm not happy with while it's still in this state, I can easily take it apart, change it, re-weld it. And yeah, make sure I'm happy with it. Right, so I might as well start mounting this. Okay, so I'm literally just I got a tripod as well to try and make things a bit easier. Bring you closer over. Oh, hey up. You can see very well there. So in case I'm just drilling the backs of these. Okay. I'll move you guys back. Yeah, it's going to take me some getting used to this. So all that. Right, so that's... Probably should have done a trial run before I started filming. Never mind. That works, eh? Cool. Right. Handy little gadgets. If you've seen these, hit focus. Just basically a little pressurised gas cylinder, basically like a chalk line where you have like the lime green chalk. Anything you need to sort of mark a hole, sockets and stuff where you can't reach with a pen or a drill bit or anything, you just punch this on it. Seen a guy at work using, or electrician. Just as a handy little gadget, they're like £3 or something. So bought a bunch of them at Christmas to stocking fillers for the family members are all in, well, brother's Sparky, brother-in-law's the same. Looks about square. How cool is that? Can't pick that up on there, can't you? Okay, centre punch. Pardon me. Yes, I've got some good ideas for projects I want to get on with. So I've been in the works for a couple of years, I've just never got around to, same as this press. Obviously I made the press and then this is the upgraded version. But I'd like to make a power hammer. I'd love to buy one, but the prices are just crazy. As a hobby, really justify spending that kind of money. Like a little, I don't know, 16 kilo. I think I was quoted for a 6 kilogram power hammer, which is like the striking power. About £3,000. It's crazy. Just quickly sharpen this drill bit. Hold on. Right, so we're going to drill and tap this now. Drill it at 4mm, tap it at M5. And I've got some dome stainless cap heads. I'm going to hold this socket on to the box. So let's use a bit of oil. Trying my best not to snap this bit, but it's been so fine. Hindsight would have been easier to do this when it was still a plate, but obviously I didn't know I was going to mount it here. So it's easier said than done, isn't it? Shouldn't need to go too deep, to be fair, because it's these are handy. I just keep tons of them. I've got, I don't know, well, 7 or 8 of them lying around the workshop, all like different size ones. They're old sewing machine oilers. Call them banjo oilers. Like a push button. Brilliant for like if you're on your drill. I keep a load. I've got like them strip magnets all over the place. I keep them all over on the walls next to stuff like the lathe, pillar drill, the mill. Yeah, just a handy little thing, you know. Pick them up for nothing as well. Which been really common at one point. Wind brew. Yep. So lots of plans, but also renovating the house as well. So I'm trying to work everything in. I want to kind of make like a fortnightly video maybe. That'd be brilliant. Weekly even better, but I can't see me getting the time at the moment. Just doing all these builds. Loads of projects I've done previously, which obviously kind of pointless to. I can show you them now, but they're already made, so they wouldn't really get the exposure could redo them. Basically, anything old fashioned, any old machinery I love. Fixing up stuff broken, old vintage chainsaws, woodworking, metalwork a lot. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. I suppose let's carry on drilling. Right, I'll come back to you when these are done. It's going to take longer than I thought. Okay, so holes are drilled. Take off the burrs. Okay, now I'm going to quickly tap them to M5. Yeah, we're filming. I can see that getting in the way, so I'm just going to take that pipe off. So 22. Whip that off. And get the tap handle in there easier. I think the oil's got a bit of water in it. Right, see that very well. That's alright then. Yeah, you don't need to see this, so let's carry on as I am. Right, they're fully tapped now. So now I can fit the box. So, slot it that way. Start. Sweet. Right. Screwdriver. have a little electrical one somewhere, but I can't remember where I put it. I think the wife's pinched it. A Bosch one. Okay, I think that'll work there. Looks pretty well. So, other than that, now it's just to wire it up. Got some decent quality flex, some heat resistant stuff our friend recommended, called HO7RN-F. So, yeah, well, he recommended it for it's good for heat resistance or something. Bit more pricey, but you know, he said it may as well, putting this much effort into it. So, other things to do are the pins, knocking them out. I think what I'm going to do is have the cap, like I've got on this side, like a collar, and then trim this flush, drill and tap it, and have a bolt with like a washer head on it, so it clamps that in situ, top and bottom. And obviously the tooling. So I may start that now. Right, I'll come back to you in a bit, guys. Just getting a phone call. See you in a bit. We're just wiring it up now. Getting Chris, my mate. He's just doing us the kill switch on it. What wire are you putting in your rooms?
HO7 flex.
What's that then?
Cable.
That's good enough then, yeah. So a single phase, 3-core, is it? Just basic.
Yeah.
13 amp plug.
It's a 2.5 3-core HO7 flex. Basically a bit more heat resistant.
There you go. So you're just putting on the glands now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ready to wire it up to the motor, because currently we've just got
temporary but permanent.
Temporary but permanent. It was meant to be a temporary job, but fucking, oh, pardon my French. 5 years ago. So it's getting some bit of TLC now. I'll come back to you when it's done. Right, see you in a bit. Right, guys. So electrics are on. Give a quick demo. So emergency stop if it needs it. Just, you know, worst case. So that's working pretty nifty. Plan for today is work out the tooling holders. So some sort of method there. Make some crude sort of tooling dies I can throw in there and just I guess just to test it out. A couple of things I would like to do. I was going to add a couple of hooks on the back here for reeling up the cable, but it seems to work fine just wrapping it around the motor. It just doesn't seem to be an issue. And I think also, just from previous experience working in workshops and stuff, and it's cold weather like today or whatever, you know, the plastic becomes brittle. And I can see at some point either having a hammer or a set of tongs in my hand when working on the press and catching this, and it'll obviously shatter, which would be a bit pain in the ass. So what I think I'm going to do is make like a shrouding, like cowling of some sort. Bit of steel plate, an offcut or something. It's just going to fold across the top here and come down here and just come flush with the face of this. So then if it does get knocked or bashed or anything, you don't have to worry about this getting sheared off the frame. Obviously the weight of this, if you're pushing against it, you won't realise it'll easily come apart. Should be a bit of a nuisance. So yeah, something that won't take a lot of work and obviously might help it in the long run. And another thing, I'm not too sure I'm happy with the pedal design though. I did actually get the pedal galved, with obviously taking a lot of abuse with like boots wearing on it. But I'm thinking it'd be better now with sort of a rocking hinge, as opposed to a pad you push down and push up on. I think just for the speed of use when using the forge, it'd be better having something maybe same kind of principle, but the shape of it where you can actually fit your shoe into the pedal, if that makes sense. So then you can just operate your foot as if it was the hinge. Because this works okay, obviously you can push down with your foot and then get your foot underneath and push it up, but it's that split second of having to, you know, when you're wanting to do quick sort of repetition work, it'd be easier just to have your foot on it, just ready to go. So, yeah, right. Well, anyway, that's the electrics all sorted. So, onto the tool holder, and then possibly the foot pedal. And then it's, other than that, test it and make sure everything's good. And if I'm happy with it within, I don't know, next month, take it all apart, paint it, and yeah. May cap the size on the stand, but I haven't decided yet, just to keep it all clean. And obviously I was talking in the early videos of doing some sort of chute to collect all the scale in a bin, which would be kind of nifty. So yeah. Right. Oh, well, one last one is obviously the pins. I need to drill and tap these and cut them to size. So yeah, possibly that today as well. Right guys, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're pretty much there now with the press. Obviously the videos I've just been showing was milling these plates out, these bars, to act as the tooling holders. I've decided, been thinking about it and looking, obviously the trouble with that is, the reason I wanted them so thick, from looking through a few videos and scrolling through YouTube and looking at other builds, a lot of people have come to say that the tool holder on either side, the supports obviously where your tool them would slide in, need to be quite strong, because they're prone to pushing out. But I think that's more due to a misalignment of the ram, or maybe the working mechanism of the head with the stand. Obviously if it's coming down and they're not quite aligned, it's going to want to release that energy any way it can. So it's like the easiest route for it to go, for the ram. So it obviously tracks off, pushes them off, and obviously snaps them. My previous press, I only used 3mm angle iron. I'll show a snap of it. Just acting as a tool, and I didn't have any back stops or front or anything like that. It was just two sides. The tool would slide in, and that was fine. I never had any issues, and I used that for 2 to 3 years, I think. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of using these, which is going to limit the size of the tooling, which then, obviously, if I want to do anything that's quite like a wide profile, like say for a sword, for example, I want to flatten it out and draw it out, I can only do 75mm. But then that'll be reduced as well, because you have the angle, obviously, to hold it on. You imagine the angle coming to either side, the tooling to slide under. So with these being 75, I'll probably get 55 if you've picked up 5mm either side to act as like your sort of your grip. Don't necessarily need it on the bottom one, but you would need it on the top to stop the tooling from falling out. So I think what I'm going to do is just buy some thick walled angle, like 5mm, and make it as close to tolerance fit as I can for these plates, which is what I used to make the frame, the 15mm. And then I've got a load of that left over, obviously, from the build. I think a single length was about 7 meters of that stuff, so I'll chop a load of them up at 100mm, 100x100, so obviously you can rotate them and have them facing whichever way I want. And yeah, I'll test it, try it, see how it runs. I mean, this thing seems fairly true with tracking. It doesn't seem to push out one way or the other. So I'm fairly rigid. So I think that's probably the best option. Like I say, I'm going to use it for a bit. I'll do some test videos showing, trying different stock, and see how it goes. And if it is an issue, then obviously I can address it. But anyway, so next build should hopefully, I'll do that as probably just as a full build. Putting it all together, putting the tooling holders in, making the tooling, or at least a couple, fuller and dies, like for drawing out, for flattening off, possibly a punch. I had some old Farrier's hammers. Bear with me. So to pick these up, If it'll focus very well, yeah. Basically, I bought a job lot of hammers years ago because I wanted the rounded hammers on them for like Farrier's ones. I've never had any use for these, and they've just sort of been in the scrap bin. But obviously, it's going to be decent quality tool steel. So I'm thinking I can obviously cut these. I did keep them originally because obviously for doing different profiles for using dollies and stuff, you could shape them and make different heads for making armour and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I think like something like this would be perfect for making like a hot punch. So maybe re-utilise these. It didn't cost me anything. They was absolutely peanuts. So yeah, I think that's like probably one of the final things to do. And then it's just a case of using it and yeah, seeing up any teething problems. Okay guys, right, well I guess I'll see you next build. See you then.